that I'm doing what I'm doing is genuinely because I do love people. I love people and I love to help people. I went into it knowing that I wanted to help empower people, encourage people, motivate people. And I did that a lot at the coffee shop because I recognized people's gifts all the time, gifts that I don't even think that they've seen, you know? I've always served and I've always loved to help people and to listen to people, and I've always cared. And so I think that that is what has drawn me into this profession. I started to realize that people weren't just coming to me to get a cup of coffee. So I was becoming more than just a barista or a coffee shop owner. I was becoming a mentor, a friend, and then I seen them starting to drive around the hut, just trying to get time with me. Like if people pulled up, wanting me to listen, wanting me to pray over them, wanting to get some hope and encouragement. And so that's actually like what started this. And I was like, yeah, this is so much bigger than I even realized. And I really felt like God had put on my heart that it was a calling, like you're supposed to do this. I have an Associate of Science degree. Right when I was about to finish and get my degree, I was like, goodbye, I'm leaving, I'm gonna go be a flight attendant. And so I found my way back though. The last 3 years, I got my life coaching certificate. So I am a certified Christian life coach. And right now I'm also taking some other courses to pursue it as well, just to continue to enhance the education, strengthening of faith. That's where I thrive. Like when people are wanting to strengthen their faith and they're not really sure where to look and they're not really sure where to go. The best thing that I can possibly coach on is strengthening your faith, because if you have that, everything falls underneath of that. Where I personally have had Jesus heal my body because I've dealt with sickness, I've dealt with disease, I've dealt with loss, and I've seen him show up and I've seen him work in my own life. So for me, it's always faith-based, and that's where I like to come at it from a biblical perspective, because I've seen the power, I've seen it work. For a lot of my workshops, it's like I want to encourage people, I want to inspire people, like, hey, there's so much more in there if you'll just take that leap of faith, if you'll just take that step, and hey, there's some beauty in that. And maybe that's where the faith comes in. Maybe that's where it takes one person like myself saying, you can do it, you can have it all, you can actually do it all. I do one-on-one coaching. I also do group coaching, and I can do telecoaching. Something that has been really popular that I see really taking off right now is having group workshops where we come together, sit here, and I pick a topic, and it can be any topic. I come into it with a biblical perspective, and then I share my portion of it, and then everybody starts to share their life stories, and before I know it, we're all friends, we're all talking, we're all enjoying, we're all growing, and there's a lot of tears, there's laughter, loss, fear, and recently I did one surviving the holidays with your family. So one-on-one coaching is definitely more personal, and it looks quite a bit different. It's specified and it is tailored to whatever need that they're wanting in their life at that moment. I am a Christian life coach. I have the schooling, I have the certificates, I would say I have a lot of life experience. You have a great life out there because you see so many people just surviving and not thriving. And so I want to be a part of that journey, like, no, we can get there and you can get there, and just having that person believing in them. It starts with God. I always say it starts with God. I think it starts with Jesus. It starts with a good prayer. It starts with someone who has faith and somebody who believes in you and somebody who can say, hey, you should try this, 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 and that. I do want people to know that I truly believe and do this because with God, I do believe all things are possible, because I have experienced that in my life. I genuinely have seen him show up in so many different ways and help me through so many different things. And I wanted to share that same hope with other people because I'm like, I've actually seen it. I've experienced it. I've watched him show up in situations, in the impossible situations where I was like, there was no other way.